Yes, people, we are back. We are back. The internet is finally restored. Big up to everybody that's locked in. It was kind of a forced break, but to be honest, I kind of needed one after the last couple months. But we are back. We'll call it a moment of remembrance for Eden Hazard after the retirement a couple of days ago. We were literally meant to do a thank you stream, and then my internet just decided to fail on me in the last minute. But we are back. We are back. Jerseys FC is also sponsoring us, as always, so check them out. The link is down in the description below. They did ask me to show a couple of the retro kits, so if you guys want to get your hands on these, got the away kit as well, new and retro kits. 90s shirt, you can get Zola on the back. I think for Arsenal fans, there's an Invincible shirt too, so keep a lookout for that too. And also, all rival shirts are also you can also use them with the code CarefreeLewisG at checkout. But yeah, bunch of retro shirts, bunch of home and away kits. Also, you can get yourself a little retro Hazard shirt as well. Link is in the description. Check it out, people. Hit the like button, subscribe. As always, check out my guy's channel, Northside. Get him to 5K immediately. And big up, my guy. What are you telling me, bro? How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I thought I did a very positive, probably my most positive match reaction after the City game. And after that, I gave my other feelings, game analysis, and a lot of these Arsenal fans still crying. I couldn't care less. You know what I'm saying? Man's here to analyze the game. Very good win, great defensive performance. Midfield and attack, though, were dead. We didn't do anything. Made the goalkeeper only make one save in 90 minutes. Quite poor, to be honest. And we're quite lucky, and we got the rub of the green to get the points. But I'll take it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I'm blessed. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We got multiple goal of the month contenders. Beat Burnley 4-1. It's good to be back. For you guys, though, how is it feeling from an Arsenal perspective? Because I know the game was boring as sin, especially from a neutral perspective. But to finally get that monkey off the back with beating Manchester City, I think it's your first victory over them in about 8-9 attempts in 90 minutes or something like that. Now, I get the performance wasn't amazing. You didn't really bully Manchester City or anything like that. But is it one of those games where the statement kind of matters more than the performance?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, it is a game where I'll accept that we didn't play amazingly. It was more about getting the 3 points by hook or by crook. The only problem that I see is that this season, I don't see Arsenal being convincing enough. And I've seen, the fan base get very excited when we beat Bournemouth 4-0, beat PSV, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden they get very happy. But at the same time, for me, it's the inconsistency. If we were playing really good football and we were convincing for 90 minutes and doing what we've been doing this season, then coming into Man City and putting that kind of performance, I can say, okay, it's a one-off game. But the reality is we haven't been looking that great all season, And yes, it's against City and I get it, but I'm still looking at certain things that I'm not happy with. North London derby was underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Within 1 minute, we conceded a goal and got a draw. We should have won that game. We couldn't even hold the lead for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? That's quite poor. Then you saw the capitulation against Lons. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen bottle within this team. We were holding on 2-2 against Fulham. We're holding on for a draw. For me, that Bucaria for me is not good enough. You know what I'm saying? That ain't good enough for a season that all these Arsenal fans at the start of the season predicted either winning Champions League or Premier League. We don't look convincing enough. And that is why I've got a worry. A lot of Arsenal fans are now all of a sudden overreacting. They told me not to overreact when we lost to Lons, but now they're overreacting. I'm seeing certain Arsenal fans coming up with predictions that after we beat Man City, we're gonna go invincible for the rest of the season. We're gonna do the bubble. We're gonna do the treble. These are the things they be saying, and that is why I come across negative, because I see Arsenal fans getting overexcited. Be happy about the win, but there's still a lot of this team that needs to be fixed that hasn't been addressed. So it is what it is.
I hear you on that. I don't think you guys look more convincing in terms of going forward. But the one thing I find myself saying a lot about Arsenal is you guys are resilient. You guys are very hard to break down. Even when you don't play well, you seem to outlast in games and you seem to get through based off a moment or two. Is that, as much as I hate to say it, is that not what title winners can be about? Because there's been games I've seen from Man City, from the likes of Liverpool, likes of Chelsea at times, where we haven't played well on the way to winning a title, but we grinded out results. I think it goes both ways. You might not look as good going forward, but like defensively, you look really stubborn.
Yeah, no, I hear that, bro. But eventually, yeah, you can't keep getting away with unconvincing performances and getting the results. Eventually, your luck will run out. You know what I mean? I think it has to be a blend. When we used to see Man United, they'd play very good football, counter-attacking football, very good football, you know, taking it to the opposition under Fergie and under the Fergie days. And then they will crunch it out at the end of the season when, you know, 10 games to go. You know, you need to be just picking up points. It's not longer about performances. You need to grind it out. What I see with this manager, there's never any balance. Last season, we played very good football and we got the results. And then 10 games to go at the end of the season, we were unable to grind it out. This season is the complete opposite. We're grinding out performances. Well, we're grinding out wins, and the performances aren't that convincing. And for me, I'm not going to judge this team based on winning against Bournemouth and PSV. That's the bare minimum. You know, Bournemouth, most of the top six are going to go to Bournemouth and get 3 points. PSV, I mean, that's not really the standard. You know, that's not a top level team in the Champions League. So it's not that convincing. You know, I've been convinced with the defense. I think the defense was very good, but let's keep it real. That Filou da puta and Zinchenko is not good enough. He done well against Doku, but for me, I'm not going to change my mind on my opinion on one player based off of one game. I need to see consistency before I change my mind on a player. You know, I saw that from Ben White last season, which is why I changed my mind on the player. Playing him at right back instead of centre back last season, he was consistent as a right back. I think he did very, very well. So I changed my opinion. Zinchenko has not done it for a whole season for me to change my opinion on him. You know, Eddie Nketiah is another one that went missing that I've got question marks about. I just genuinely think he's not good enough. You know what I mean? So there's still a lot of players here that for me, yes, some of them that I question put a good performance in against Man City. Let's see, bro. Let's see. You know what I mean? Because I'm still not fully convinced.
I'm trying to think of players that really stood out in that City game. Like Declan Rice was unbelievable in the midfield. I thought Jorginho did a good job in possession, but he didn't really do anything outstanding. It was just possession retention, which is all you're really going to get with him. Saliba, Gabriel, they did their job. That's about it. Just the rest were substitutes. Like, to be fair, we spoke about you guys as substitutes in your bench on the last stream. This week, it actually worked out to you guys' benefit. Do you think Arteta improved in that regard?
Well, we'll give Arteta praise. He did very well getting Partey on. I give credit more to Partey. I was more impressed by Partey than I was Havertz. You know, the way Partey transitioned the ball from defense up to attack. Great ball. I give credit to Arteta as well for changing Trossard for Martinelli at halftime. That's something that I've wanted. I think he got his substitutions spot on. They affected the game the way he needed to. The way he set us up defensively. I'll give him props to that as well. And that's really about it. You know, at the end of the day, Odegaard, for me, that Filou da puta did nothing. It was horrible, bro. And this fan base are going, oh, but Odegaard, he put on a shift. No, we did. That Filou da puta is rubbish. What did he do? Nothing, bro. I've never seen a number 10, that can't, bro, he does nothing, bro. He's so, he plays on eco mode, bro. I need you to play on sport. I need you to create stuff, for the front three, bro. The guy's on eco mode. And he caught that case of the coronavirus just like Jorginho. Arsenal fans are saying that Kovacic didn't do nothing all game. Well, Kovacic was holding on to the ball and recycling possession, but he didn't do anything. You can have the ball and play it backwards, sideways, but bro, I need you to progress it. We used to have Santi Cazorla that could progress the ball from defense to attack. Yeah, it's all good holding on to the ball. If you're not doing anything with it, it's what's the point of having all that possession? You're not affecting the game. You're not asking questions of your opponent or their defense or their goalkeeper. So. You know, I think it's, clawing at straws, bro. Like, oh, Jorginho held on to the ball. Oh, Nketiah looked lively. Like, really? Like, oh, Jesus, he took on 1-2 man. Ultimately, his decision-making in the final third wasn't good enough. Declan Rice should have had a brace. And Nketiah and Jesus didn't pass him the ball. He should have had a brace. He was open 2 times in the box. We could have put the game to bed. But you know what it is with these, with fans online? As soon as you get 3 points, you're not allowed to criticize, bro. As soon as your team gets 3 points, you're not allowed to point out anything else. And when it comes back to bite you, oh, yeah, we should have got a striker. We should have got a better number 10. We should have got this. We should have got that. But I don't need to wait for Arsenal to capitulate to see where our deficiencies are.
Yeah, I've had the same thing with Chelsea. Like, well, if you're in a bad run of form and you get one good result, you can't really talk about the negatives because you know what? Everybody's happy. Everybody's in a good mood. Why are you going to dwell on negatives and stuff? But it's still fair to address it. Both sides looked, I'm not going to say poor, just pragmatic as hell. It felt like both sides were happy to take the draw. And you guys got through off one moment, which fair play to you guys. You need those moments in big games like that. That's literally the difference between a win and drop points. But in terms of performance, I'd only be convinced from a defensive standpoint. And that just depends on how far you value that as opposed to how good you guys used to be going forward last season. Because I think you guys just improved on one area and just kind of got worse in another. But it depends on what you value more. Do you value a more solid defense or do you value a better attack?
This is the thing. And for me, like, bro, like this fan base here have short memories, bro. Like this bench were the reason that most fans said we bottled the league last season. It's the same bench as the last season. Like people forgot. Like, do we need to capitulate for you to realize that? That it always has to be an extreme for Arsenal fans to see reality. And then as soon as the club masks it over, oh, just be happy. At the end of the day, people telling me, I saw some people in the chat, oh, but you just beat Man City. Why are you moaning? Bro, we were 8 points clear in January and they still caught up. They still caught up, bro. We're only 2 points clear of them right now. So you think they're not going to catch up? Oh, but they're weaker this season. Okay, cool. So there's no excuse then. If we don't win it, there's no excuse because they're weaker this season. And
Cam's with you as well.
So you can't use that as an excuse if you don't win the league then. Really, Arsenal fans, yeah, some of them are just snookering themselves into pointing it at the manager. Because if you're telling me that City are weaker, then we should go for the title. We should be winning the title. If you're happy with this bench, you can't use the same excuse as last season because now you're telling me the bench is fixed. So it is what it is then. You better win then, isn't it? Because everything's in our favor. Everything's been fixed.
It was a 5-point difference last season. Like, if you guys have improved, which I would say, Havertz signing aside, I would have thought you did improve. You guys got to get to that league title. And I think the reason why everyone's hyping it is because if/when you don't, it's uncomfortable conversations. Because now it's 5 years. Now you have to think, are we going to re-sign Arteta? Has he taken us as far as he can go? We'll find out at the end of the season. Not going to say it's completely cut and dry, but as of right now, I still think Man City are my favourites. But he's got to deliver something. At least the Premier League, at least the Champions League this season. And we'll see. Just before we head on to the tier list, thoughts on Arsenal fans now thinking that it was Arsenal that misprofiled Havertz instead of us? Because now I'm hearing centre-forward shouts. I'm hearing a lot of shouts up front against us just because of that assist. I know your thoughts. I just want to know your thoughts.
Bro, that feeling that put in the gal, yeah. Listen, I like a gal, yeah. That guy dared to come out on my channel the other day and say that Kai Havertz is the skinny Giroud. Bro, this fan base disrespects.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what he said. It's coming out today. I'm putting the clip up today. Don't worry, I got all the receipts. I got all the receipts.
No, proper. I did watch part of that stream, by the way. That was brilliant. You guys need to link up more. But what? How did I miss that?
Yeah, it's coming out today. Don't worry, man. The video's dropping today.
Cool. I'll be there for that. Skinny Giroud.
Yep. The skinny Giroud, apparently. Kai Havertz. Okay, cool. We better start scoring goals.
Kai Havertz living off a moment against Man City. Oh.
A back pass. A back pass, bro. A back pass. I told him, is that a pass? Like, is that an Iniesta pass? Is that a Giggsy pass? Is that a Scholesy? Is that a David Beckham pass that most players can't play? It's a simple back pass. He had no options. He had 3 defenders around him. He turned back, saw the player, passed it back to Martinelli. Partey's ball into him was actually more impressive than anything else. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know what? They're clutching at straws. And what's funny online, yeah, is when you see fans bigging up any little thing about a player, you already know he's dead. Because why are you clutching at straws? We don't have these debates when we talk about Rice. We don't have these debates when we talk about players like, in general, Saka and all that. You don't say, oh, well, Saka did a really good back pass. You'd be like,
we don't talk about Chilwell or Gallagher's. We only talk about their work rate, but we don't talk about Caicedo or Enzo's work rate. Why is that? Why do we talk about Cole Palmer's work rate? Oh, don't have to. He's a good football player. That's the difference. Arsenal offside about the Tony links. So how serious are your Tony links, by the way? Because I was watching your stream of Lee Gunner earlier. He said it's getting a bit closer.
I don't trust anything with this club, man. I remember we was going to sign Rafinha, fell through. I thought we was going to get Mudryk, fell through. I thought we were going to get what's it? Isak.
Isak, yeah.
Isak. Our fan base was following his car, didn't come through. Do you know what I'm saying? So I remember back in the day we was going to get Benzema. Like at the end of the day, bro, I don't be listening to it. You already know Arsenal don't do well in bidding wars. So for me, if we would have got him last transfer window, cool, because nobody else is really in for him. Now, everybody's looking at him. Do you know what I'm saying? Because his ban is about to be lifted. So we don't do well in bidding wars. You know what I mean? We didn't get Mudryk. We didn't get Rafinha. We didn't get Vlahovic. We didn't get Bruno Guimaraes. He went to Newcastle. We don't do well in bidding wars. And a lot of teams are going to be looking for strikers. You guys, us, Man United. Come on, bro. Like, I don't trust my club in a bidding war.
It just depends on how serious they want him, because I've seen with Chelsea enough times to know that we'll pay more than what we should pay for the player if we think he's that important to us. And I do think we're seriously going to look for a forward. Tony's been the dream for me for ages. Kind of just, I say it depends on you guys. It kind of depends on him too. I've been saying Chelsea have to start getting some more results so we look attractive. Otherwise, literally, why would he pick us over a team in the Champions League and going for a league title? If we can pattern up or continue to pattern up in the next few months, then I'd be confident. Then I think, yeah, we can get Tony because we actually look a bit serious. As of now, though, kind of still the 4 out of 10 in the club. It's just now, like, we've got a few wins we can try and flex, but it's still the likes of Burnley, the likes of Fulham. They're teams you should be beating. Big up to Fata saying I heard certain Arsenal fans reject Tony. They're happy with Nketiah up for what? Yeah, 2 tickets for the giveaway still, Fata. Big up. But what?
But they're shameless. If we do you remember how these filhos da puta were gassing up Mudryk? Oh, the Ukrainian Neymar.
Yes.
The filhos da puta were talking the most about Mudryk, yeah? As soon as he goes to you lot, we didn't want him anyway. Why are you gassing him and putting compilations up and putting him, on Instagram, putting him in an Arsenal kit if you don't rate him? You lot were gassing him up, but because he didn't come to Arsenal, he's gone to Chelsea, he's dead. Yeah? And then they're laughing at you lot. Bro, it don't make no sense. Don't believe nothing these lot say, yeah? Because as soon as we get Ivan Toney, best striker in the league. Best striker in the league. Bro, these guys are shameless, bro. This is why I don't listen to them. I don't listen to them.
I can't lie. Your fan base, like, they move in hella obsessive over Mudryk. And, like, I get it from a rival perspective, Arsenal and Chelsea and all of that. But it's crazy. Some of the things I've seen, like when we were playing you at the Emirates, there were shining lights in his eyes, and it was specifically just at him. I saw Arsenal fans tweeting him going to McDonald's and ordering food. There was, I don't know if you saw the thing that came out earlier today. An Arsenal fan took a picture with Mudryk and then told him London is red after he walked off. Then the guy's like, well, why are you taking a picture of me then? It's like, what are you doing? It's crazy, man. Like, I will do sick, sadistic things for a Mudryk winner next week. And it's solely because I need some of the fan base to hold it. And I get they're going to say the same thing with Kai Havertz, and I'm low-key very, very worried about him pulling something out of the hat. Because I know when this dickhead is motivated, he's actually a good player. And he probably will be motivated. But, hey, we will see. We will see. We're going to head into the tier list quickly. We've got over 150 of you guys in here. Hit the like button immediately, people. And sub to Northside if you haven't done so already. We're on the road to 5K on his channel. Check it out. We're going to be live on his channel as well next week. Keep a lookout for that too. Big up my guy Saeed as well. Hope you're doing well, even though you cock blocked us from getting into the top 10. Big up my guy. And let's head into the tier list. You guys already know what it's like. It's interactive as well. So once we've picked a position for the player, if you want to move them up or down, any super chat, any amount, and you guys get to have your say too. But let's go into the Chelsea-Arsenal tier list. We're going to be ranking the best and worst transfers between the two sides. 14 names to go through. 7 on each side, which is pretty level, to be fair. Pretty level. But guys, you know what to do. Keep hitting the like button, subscribe. We're going to go with the final say goes to whoever's club it is. So for the Chelsea ones, we'll talk about, but I have the final say. Same thing to you, Northside, for the Arsenal players. And let's get into it. We've got 5 tiers. Brilliant transfer. Very good. Good, mid, and washed. And with that in mind, we'll start with David Luiz at Arsenal. Did pretty decent at Chelsea. Bit of the bozo gene in him, but was a very technically sound player and had good performances and a great season in 16-17. How was he like for you at Arsenal, though? Because I hear varying things about him. I feel like history's looked a lot better at his time at Arsenal.
Nah, washed.
Straight washed.
Yeah. Didn't rate him. Nah. Too much bozo in him. Nah. Too erratic. I don't like erratic defenders. Straight away, I don't rate you as a defender if you're erratic. Nah, don't rate him.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Very straightforward. Who do we have? Giroud. Now, Giroud was a little bit iffy at Arsenal from the way your fans talk about him, but I can't lie. Chelsea, I couldn't have asked for more from him. I just wish we got him 5 years younger. I needed 5 years of the Giroud and Hazard link up. We didn't have it for long enough. That shit was fucking insane. It's just a shame we got him at the age that he did, but for the fact we got him for, I think it was 12 million to 15 or something along the lines of that. Top goal scorer in the Europa League run, in the Champions League run as well. I have to put up at very good. Very good.
Wasn't it with you lot that he performed in the Europa League? Was it him that
yeah,
when he did the bicycle kick?
Yeah, he scored like 8 goals for us in the whole tournament. He should have won player of the tournament, but Hazard got it just because of Hazard tax. But yeah, Giroud was insane.
You got rid of him for Lacazette. These things stop put that. Oh my god.
I remember when we got him, I didn't get it at the time, and I was speaking to one of my mates who rated him to death. He was like, why the fuck are we not just keeping Giroud and getting Aubameyang and just locking you out of this whole entire deal? Instead, we're helping you in the whole situation. Low-key, we got the better end of the deal. Big up to Roman and all of that. Petr Cech. I think it was your last Golden Glove winner. I know he declined towards the end.
Wash.
Didn't he start well for you guys, though?
Huh?
Didn't he start well for you guys? I thought he was good in his first season.
I don't care about starting well, innit? I'm looking at him as the whole time he was at us, he was washed, bro. Washed. I'll never forgive that. I'll never forgive Wenger for that as well. Oh, there's no quality in the market. Only gets Petr Cech. Nah, washed, man. He was what? You lot, world class, bro. World class. At us, washed. He was washed. He was above average. Nah, he's washed, man.
Damn, I can't persuade you for even a little mid.
Nah. Because you know what? Because I saw the levels that he showed for you lot. Bro, the guy was world class at you lot. For us, nah, bro. Washed.
Fair enough. Who do we have? We have Aubameyang. Oh, I hate that I have to put him in washed. I would have put him in mid, but we didn't even give him enough game time. This whole transfer was just a giant waste of time. And it's annoying because I genuinely think he could have given us a little bit more if we just gave him some game time. But hey, we have 3 managers with the Havertz fetish, so it is what it is. Yeah, he goes in washed. Obviously, he won't wash for you guys. He was insane, but we barely got to see it. I got robbed of an Olpa dagger against you guys by Havertz too, which makes it even worse. But yeah, I think he goes in washed.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, Jorginho. Where are you putting Jorginho?
I say washed. I don't think he offers us anything. There's nothing to him at Arsenal that he offers that I don't see anybody else can't offer. I don't see it. I really don't see it with this guy. I really don't, bro. I think he's a hipster's choice from back in the day because his ratings for the Ballon d'Or and all that. But bro, I don't really. He's another player, bro. I think he's overly gassed because of his passport. I never rated him at you lot, and I don't rate him for us, bro. I don't see nothing about his ability that screams to me world class. I don't get the hype. Like holding on to a ball, bro, like bare man can do that. Like that's a very basic ability in football, holding on to possession, bro. Like I don't think
his whole thing is that and positional awareness, but because of his limited athleticism, that's all you can really get with him.
Nah, man saying Jorginho's actually been solid outside this, but nah, bro. What is solid these days? I'm sorry, bro. I was born in 92. I've seen ballers. I can't overrate a Jorginho. I really can't, bro. Like
solid just means like minimal mistakes, but it doesn't mean you've offered a lot too. Like if we're being honest about it.
Jorginho underrated? Nah, for this. I don't understand. I don't see it. Like, I genuinely don't see it. Like, I don't see what does he do? Like that is so spectacular. Like, he's a very average player and he's at the wrong end of his career to come to Arsenal. Like, that's how I see it. You know what I mean? What's he, 31, 32?
I think people like just a selfless style of play where he's just there to keep possession ticking and that's about it. I think that's what people like about it.
Bro, he's dead. I've seen Cazorla, bro, do more in his position, bro. Like, Cazorla didn't.
Yeah, Cazorla's different.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I seen Cazorla, and I don't even say that Cazorla is the pinnacle. When I see Cazorla, when I seen Hleb, you remember Hleb? Bro, come on, bro. Come on. A man gonna tell me about Jorginho. Like, he don't have half the talent of them two. And they can play his position and offer more to you. Nah, he's dead, bro. I'm sick and tired of that guy, bro.
Fair enough. I used to ride out for Jorginho, but he's a gooner now, so I'm holding my tongue. Who is that? Nicholas Anelka. Oh, yeah, you're going straight into very good. I don't even need to debate that one. That was an excellent transfer from us. Won the Golden Boot with us. Won a league title. Bit annoyed with the penalty in Moscow. You could have done a little bit better. Especially the fact that you're also the reason why we weren't invincible, if we're being real about it. But yeah, very, very good transfer in the grand scheme of things. Brilliant with Didier Drogba, insane link up. Goes straight into very good. So right now we've got 2 Chelsea players in very good, 1 in washed, and all 3 of the Gooners in washed. Fucking hell. It's not getting any better. You got Willian.
Nah, but Giroud did well for you lot. Come on.
Yeah, Giroud's up there.
And now for us, and he was very good for you lot. We niced you. Obviously, he didn't come directly from Arsenal, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he did the scenic route, just whole way around Europe. I take you're putting Willian in washed.
100%. The Brazilian Jackson 5, that field that put that's going straight into washed. Forget him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The only thing he was ready for was doing his hair up, bro. Blow dry settings. I'm sick and tired. Now I'm done with that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that guy was frustrated. He was dead. You know what I'm saying? Another forgotten one that Arteta brought through. Nah, that guy was trash, bruv. You know what I mean?
Bro, I don't think one of the funniest periods I've ever had on Twitter was when Willian was at Arsenal. This guy would be trending top on Twitter as soon as he was put in the starting lineup. And he'd just be getting roasted. The maddest thing is he left for a year, came back to Fulham, and he was better there than he was at Arsenal. That guy just straight up didn't give a shit.
He didn't care, bro. I swear he had a business in London. So that
him and David Luiz. They had a restaurant.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? David Luiz niced him, innit? You know what I mean? They made sure.
It's like, come through to Arsenal. We got you.
Yeah, it's all right, innit? Project Neverland.
At the very least, he left 2 years early.
Like, it's Project Neverland over here at Arsenal, so don't worry. It's not about winning. Project Neverland, bro. Don't worry. Where's Bubbles, the monkey? You know what I mean? Let's get him out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's a joke, bro. It's a joke.
I said Project was that Bubbles. I can't be arsed. Who's next for us? Petit. I think, this is going to have to be another one that goes into wash for us. Didn't play a lot for us within the 3 years, kind of on a decline. And as soon as Abramovich came in, he got rid of him immediately. I know he was much better at Arsenal than he was at Chelsea. No stain on his legacy in general, but yeah, for Chelsea now, you're a little bit washed. That's our second one in there. Right, Havertz.
You're cheeky for this one, you know. You know exactly how I feel about it. You're cheeky. You know what I think about this bum, bro.
It's an ex-Chelsea Arsenal player. We gotta include him in general. Silky German, bro.
What's the antidote for Kyrona? What's the antidote? Because I need the antidote.
A permanent transfer. Like I thought my fan base would have had this for another 5 years.
Well, you take him back, yeah? And maybe he can do something for you lot.
He can go somewhere else and we can both be happy. We can both.
The German giraffe, Kyrona, nah, bro, and he's infected the rest of the midfield. Odegaard ain't even doing what he's doing last season. You know what I'm saying? Everyone infected, bro. Everyone infected with Kyrona, that flipping giraffe. Nah, I had enough of that guy, bro. Looking at the German Doctor Who. You know what I mean? Get back in that phone box and teleport yourself out of my club, you feel that puta. Sick and tired of that guy. I don't even just put him in wash. I don't even talk about him no more.
Well, Havertz goes back into what we still haven't had a single Arsenal player come above wash. This is insane. Chelsea, Cesc Fabregas. That one from the debating between very good and brilliant. I'm gonna put him in. Nah, just for the immediate impact of the Premier League title, he goes straight up to brilliant. Change things up for us immensely. That link up with Diego Costa, one of the best in Premier League history. Now, I know he declined a little bit early with us. We only saw him at his peak for about 2 seasons, but there were still 2 league titles, even though one of them was just more bench appearances. So he has to go into brilliant transfers. Danish, sorry, brother. Like, that guy's washed anyway. Like, it is what it is. Here's what it is. But yeah, Fabregas.
Because we could have got him before you got him. We had first dibs.
I don't know. I still don't get why Wenger said no. You could have done with better depth. Unless it was like a financial thing and you just couldn't afford him. I don't get it. That was literally there like, I want to go to you, man.
This doesn't make any sense, bro. Cesc was balling for you lot. But that's Wenger, innit? That's Wenger. He pushed out Adebayor, innit? Later on, we found out. You know what I mean? Van Persie, another one as well. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, for you lot, I was so jealous. I'll be real. I was jealous. I love Cesc, man. I absolutely love Cesc. What a baller. What a talent.
It took me a year or two to get used to it. Like, that was one of the last players I thought I'd ever see in a Chelsea shirt. Like, he was hated before he joined us. He's the reason why we can't bring Celery into Stamford Bridge anymore. He reported us after the 2007 League Cup final. When I saw him holding up that Chelsea shirt before the World Cup, I remember walking through Westfield and I saw it and I was like, it ain't trolling. He's not wearing our shirt. Fabregas. Like, this was before the Fabrizio here we goes and everything. You just see it from Sky Sports News. That's one of the most insane moves I've ever seen. But I'm glad we're able to see it too. Big up to my guy Staffy. The comment saying big up to bro. Smash up the likes as well and check out Staffy TV too. Lasana Diarra. Now, he was a bit of a depth player for us. I don't think he had a lot of game time. How was he like with you?
I'd say mid.
Cool. Lasana Diarra is the first one to break through to mid. Was he a depth player for you guys? Did he get a lot of game time? I really don't remember his time at Arsenal like that.
I remember him as rotation, bro. I never remember him as a starter. You know what I mean? He wasn't completely trash, but he weren't setting the place alight.
Low expectations as well. I get him going up to mid then in that case. Ashley Cole, just there's no point. There's no point. Like,
that player that player, if there's a symbol of the decline of my club, is that transfer.
Yeah, you just need to give him an extra 5-10K or something, and he would have been fine. Although 60K at that time, I don't know how much that is compared to now with inflation. But even then, it was still only 5 to 10K. For the best
for the quality that he was, bro, in his time, the best fullback in his position. You do whatever you need to do, bro. Sell some players, bro. You know what I mean? Let's do a car boot at Arsenal and get rid of some bums, bro. When you got talent like that, you do everything to keep hold of them. When did you see Fergie get rid of players like this, of this kind of quality, to his rivals? Not even Tottenham do it. They had Bale.
He was rare, and he admitted they were mistakes, like the Yap Stam one. Like, there's only rare occurrences of it.
Even Tottenham, bro, when they had Bale, you ain't going to a Premier League team. When they had Mudryk, ain't going to a Premier League team. Fair enough, Berbatov is one. Harry Kane, he ain't going to a Premier League team. Us lot, I remember this is the start of us feeding you lot and feeding Man City, bro, later on.
Yep. Actually, the more you deep it. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised when you deep it. You guys could have moved like that, but you seem very calm with letting players go to rivals. Although I say that we're doing the exact same thing now. We're selling off all our players to rivals. I think the difference is the players we're selling aren't good. So, and we kind of already know that. These ranks just show the state of both the clubs in recent years. Northside can't rate any transfer as a good or brilliant transfer. Yeah, I don't think we've had a recent transfer. We don't have a recent transfer up there either. Although I'd quietly still say, like, Aubameyang could have been more if we just gave him a bit more minutes. Kind of. Everything else, just poor moves. Yossi Benayoun on loan. I think he actually did all right for you guys.
Nah, washed.
I remember.
Washed.
Oh, is he washed too?
Another sideshow Bob. Nah. Did not rate him at all, personally. Nah, trash.
Damn, I remember Arsenal. I heard a lot of positive things from Arsenal fans about him at the time. I also remember he was moving more like a gooner than a Chelsea player at that point. He was celebrating you guys beating us 5-3 at the bridge. He was like, I don't care what happens with Chelsea and all of that.
Probably the same Arsenal
yeah.
fans that rated Sanogo, the postman. Probably the same ones that rated Shamak and Sendros and Almunia and them bums over there. I've been through the mud. People say I'm angry. Bro, the crap I've had to tolerate from these Filista puta has been atrocious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is why I got PTSD. This is why I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized by this club. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nah. Shamak, bro, it reminds me of the times of Shamak, bro. That guy spent more time putting gel on his hair than actually putting in a performance, bro.
It's not better 29 than Havertz.
Oh my days. The crap I've
Hey, Danish, my obsession is that I could be doing Europe watch-alongs if this fucking guy was given more game time. That's my problem. Now I have less content. That's why I'm fuming about it. Last but not least, William Gallas. Captain, leader, legend. Good?
Good.
Hey! Okay, we've got someone in the middle point. Let's go.
I think he was good. I actually think he was good. I don't think I couldn't put him above good. I think he was above mid. I think, yeah, he was one of our better defenders at Arsenal. And I was quite impressed at his time at Arsenal. I expected more. I ain't going to lie. The best I can give him is good. I actually think Gallas was good for us. That's the only one that we got from you that, for me, worked out. Yeah, that's it. Good at best. It doesn't even get a very good. I'd say I'll put good.
Yeah, Gallas gets given a really bad rep for the way you're talking about him. Although when I deep it, everyone just talks about the Birmingham incident, where he's just sitting down fuming after the whole result.
I would be fuming. I would be fuming. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like Roy Keane. I'd be trying to punch them at halftime. You know what I'm saying? When he said that about De Gea. Bro, look at the squad that we had back there. Bro, it's a joke, man. You know what I mean? And, bro, you know what's crazy?
That squad is the reason why I can't hear about experience, because like that squad was in the title race until like April. Like, and they were probably younger than the squad we have now.
Bro, we were able to put our players coming through the academy in the Carabao and FA Cup, and only start playing some of our starters in those cups when it gets to the semis. Like, our youth team was able to get us to the semis comfortably, Carabao and FA Cup, comfortably, quarterfinals, semis, the knockout stages comfortably. Now, our bench ain't even good enough to get us to the semi-finals in Carabao and FA Cup. How much have we fallen off? How much are we falling off? That used to be for Arsenal. That used to be the Carabao FA Cup.
How high has the competition gone? How much has it improved? How much have you fallen off, or how much has the competition improved as well? Like, now you can't really rotate to that deep and still be able to play at the same level.
I get that, but it's quite shocking that I get that maybe our younger players coming through the academy may not be able to get there, but I'm expecting our bench to be able to get there. I mean, when you're falling off, that your bench can't even get you to knockout stages in FA Cup and quarterfinals, that is quite alarming.
Yeah. I think for domestic, I agree, depending on the opposition, of course. But to a point, they should be able to get you to some point within the competition. So we've got 2 Chelsea players on brilliant transfer, 2 on very good. Gallas in good, Diarra in mid, David Luiz, Willian, Cech, Aubameyang, Jorginho, Petit, Havertz, and Benayoun in washed.
You got the better deal.
We've got the better deals, but I think overall, like, there's been some L's. There's been some big L's in this. Actually, no, from a Chelsea perspective, like...
Not really. Because wait, hold on. I swear you got a transfer fee for Aubameyang.
Let me check. I don't remember. I don't remember.
You got money for Aubameyang. I remember being fuming at that.
From Marseille, how much was it? No, it was a free transfer.
Oh, free transfer. Okay, fair enough.
We wanted 5 million, but I think we just eventually just let him go.
Okay, fair enough. And what's the other player? I can't even see his head.
Oh, that's Petit. I don't know how much we got him for.
For us, he was a baller. Petit was a baller for us, man. Absolute fraud.
We got him from Barca for 11 million euros. Left 3 years later, and no, retired 3 years later. I remember him saying Chelsea was the wrong move for him at the time. It's like, no, you were just kind of the wrong pick, but we move. We move. I understand with his age anyway. Just before we wrap up, though, do want to get your thoughts on Chelsea quickly. Obviously, we're going to preview the Chelsea-Arsenal game properly next week, but after beating Burnley 4-1, how are you feeling coming to the Bridge next week? Is there a bit of cautious optimism? Is there just straight optimism? Because to me, I think this is a 1 or 2 goal game. Just don't know what side it's going.
If you guys come to play football, I think we can beat you. If you guys come to sit back and hit us on a counter attack, I'm very worried. And the reason I say that is not just about City. Look at Lons. Can you name any players from Lons? Because I can't.
It's just Wahi, and that's only because we were linked with him.
And they scored 2 goals against us, hitting us on the counter-attack. Both goals come from counter-attacking football. We don't do too well. When teams sit back, we start playing a high line. This manager seems to be obsessed with Kai Havertz and trying to prove a point. And Kai Rowan is spreading around our midfield. And it looks like Saka ain't going to be back. So Jesus is going to be on the right-hand side. Jesus is not as effective on the right-hand side as he is through the middle. And Nketiah offers nothing. Nketiah offers nothing. He'll have more chance of getting onto 50 Cent's power and being on that, or getting into the next season of top way, you know what I'm saying, playing Duchene's long-lost son, than actually performing. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, bro, I'm not going to lie. We do not do well against counter-attacking football. If your manager, if Poch has seen anything, first of all, attack us on our left-hand side with Zinchenko and just let us keep possession. Odegaard won't open you up. Jorginho, the best anyone can say about him is he retains possession, which means he's not going to trouble your defense. Nketiah isn't clinical enough, and we've been seeing it the whole time he's been here. Trossard is shot of confidence. Really rate him, shot of confidence. Jesus is not as effective and doesn't make the right decisions playing on the right. And that's really about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, really and truly, I feel like you can get a result. You can get a result. At best, you can at least get a draw if you sit back. If you guys open up, I think it's going to be a long day for you lot, because
I don't think we'll open up. That's the thing. You know what? I know Poch he's too pragmatic in his mindset to do that. That's why I think it's going to be a very, very tight match between the two teams. It'll probably come down to another mistake. Same as the Man City game. And that's not to say we're on Man City's level either or anything. I just think we're going to have the same pragmatic mindset. Maybe it'll be a draw, probably a 1-goal game each, 1 goal either side. God knows. But we'll talk about this properly next week, because I do know you need to wrap up. You need to head out. But guys, it's been another great stream. It's been good to actually have some working internet for the first time in ages. Gonna chop this up properly next week. We should be back tomorrow. Just depends what news is out there, really. Northside, you got anything on tonight? You got anything need to redirect to?
Yeah. I've got Egal. I'm clipping up Egal that was on my channel saying that Kai Havertz is the new Giroud. He's the skinny Giroud. So yeah, we'll be clipping that
I'm
up.
gonna have to do that
today.
Everybody head over to Northside's channel. Like, link is literally in the title. It doesn't even take you away from the stream to do that. So literally just press the button, head there and subscribe. We're going to be live on his channel in a couple days too, so keep a lookout. Yeah. And in terms of who are we redirecting to? I can't redirect to a video, for fuck's sake.
You need to teach me how to do that. I don't even know how to redirect, you know.
I'll show you backstage. But yeah, we'll redirect to Saeed for now. Everybody head over to Saeed. Until then, guys, big up everybody. It's been real. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It's been good to be back. And up the Chelsea. Big up everybody. Like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chelsea.